Hi everyone, so this is a review of domain and range. So we're going to be practicing both today. You should have attempted the do now on your own. Now I'm going to go over this review of domain and range section. So remember that when we're looking at the domain, we're thinking about the x values. So we want to try to find our most left x value and then our most right x value. And I can draw my vertical lines here and here to try to find those. Here it looks like we have a -3 and here a +3. So I'm going to start with my set notation because I just have my -3 and +3. And now I have to either put brackets or parentheses. And I have to remember that brackets go with closed circles, parentheses go with our open circles. And because here we don't have open circles specifically, right, we can assume that they're closed here even though we don't see dots. So we are including our -3 and our +3 in our domain. Interval notation. We always have our x in the middle with the less than signs on either side. With a closed circle, we have the less than or equal to. And with an open circle, we just have a less than. So we need to make sure we include our or equal to signs. And then we have our -3 and a +3. Range is our y values, right? It's all of our y values that make our equation true here. So interval notation for our y values, let's change the color for our y's, where we want to start with our lowest y value, which here looks to be like -4. And we are including that -4 there. And then our uppermost y value here seems to be on 3. So -4 to 3, and I am also including that 3. In our interval notation then, we will have -4 is less than or greater than x, and x is less than or greater than, less than or equal to, and x is less than or equal to our 3. And then, is this graph an example of a function? So when we look at is it a function or not, we have to remember to use our vertical line test. So I'm making some vertical lines here. And if I see that any one of these outputs has more than one input, any one of these inputs have more than one output. So let's say at 2, right? At our input of 2, we have 2 outputs here. At 1, then at -4. So therefore it is not a function because it doesn't pass the vertical line test. Or you can write because some inputs have more than one output. Or you can say that not every input has exactly one output, or you can say that because the inputs have multiple outputs, right? Any way you want to phrase that works, or you can just say that it doesn't pass the vertical line test. So now move on to all the practice problems. You won't be asked to look for anything other than these things here. So good luck, and of course, always let Laura and I know if you have any questions.